everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode for Heart to Heart Season 2. Today we have finally managed to track down, this has been in the works for the longest time, but we just couldn't find a proper day to where all of our schedules worked. So we have finally managed to track down the internet's favorite couple, Kinga and Geyden. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Let's go. Thank you for having us.
Guys, it's so nice to see you here. I think the last time that we met was in Bhutan.
Yeah.
I actually don't know whether it was in the summer or the winter. But then I remember somebody I worked with was also in that particular event. And then after all of that, she came over and then she said, oh, you know the tall guy who was here? I spoke to him and he spoke about his girlfriend the whole time. And he was like... he spoke about his girlfriend the whole time. And then she was like, oh, I've never heard a man speak about his partner like that. And then somebody else was like, what's the big deal? And I said, it is a big deal because his girlfriend is really accomplished. He has to acknowledge that, right? And then having said that, welcome to the studio, guys. Just to start off, my first question to you guys is, how did the decision to come to Australia, Perth, how did that come about?
Do you want me to say that?
Yep.
So I have always wanted to come to Australia for my further studies, mainly because I wanted to go abroad to study. I never had that because throughout my schooling, I had been in Bhutan. So Tachi di chikoju obviously. So yeah, that was one reason. And I was in the process of coming here. And suddenly I met this guy and he followed me here.
Oh.
I just wanted to make money.
And then, again, how did that come about?
Because I was broke. To come with her wasn't actually part of the plan B. As soon as I got a job in Bhutan, you start to think more.
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually a better opportunity there? I didn't even know I wasn't gonna come here, it wasn't sure, but then I met her, I met her, I was getting along with her, everything was going good, then she had some plans to come here, then I was like, Australia.
And I was just I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, Kinga, you said it was already in the works. Did you not have a de facto then, to whom you're supposed to come if you hadn't met Geyden?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, actually not. My family was trying to find me one de facto because I have heard from people, not just me, but I have my aunts here, and from everyone who's here, they always say having someone to support you financially be the de facto. I knew which that means my family was trying to find me one, but my family also asked me if I had someone in my mind, if I was dating or yeah. So personally, me because I hadn't met him that time. Me Charlotte, my family de facto and because it's just you mean just be so much and
then you landed on Geyden, somebody you could trust.
yeah. Then process I was just junior love base.
She just graduated.
I had just graduated then.
It was just a month after you graduated.
Process, process love process not now nigi.
Because when I met her, she didn't even have her graduate certificate.
No, yeah.
So it was literally just a thought of mine more.
Oh my god, that's so. I don't know if you guys believe in fate and whatever. That's so fated for things to just fall into place when you wanted that to happen, and then things just fall into place on their own accord.
Yeah.
And my next question, guys, is when you guys first arrived here, how did you build your community? How were the first couple of days?
It was the best until we started working. But honestly, everybody knows more. As when you come here, the first few days, the first few months, remember, usually are very fun. You get to go out, beach na jo, and then once you land a job, once you have the responsibilities, once you start moving out of whoever you're living with in the first few weeks, that's when it begins.
I I'd say we had it in our luck because his dad is here,
Oh, yeah.
and we lived with him for about 3 months. So we had it a little bit easier than other people.
Shout out to Dad.
Because Kona, Omdolu, there's some Indu Lalumush and baby, but we had that, and also we had a couple of friends and other family members who helped us land a job as well. So yeah,
That's nice.
so I'd say we lucked out in that one.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that, guys. Yeah, just like Kinga said, there are people who have it like harder, right?
Yeah.
And then you hear about these horror stories about how relatives like kick somebody out where it's like middle of the night and things like that. I'm like so glad that you guys had like a good soft landing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You may say so.
True.
My next question is, what has been the hardest part about living away from home?
Sikam masih. Definitely missing our family and friends back home. I think aside from that, the food, the places, basically anything that connects you to your own home. Basically, Bhutan is our home. Obviously, how as long how much kachimoda.
I think especially the national events, I'd say.
Oh,
we missed a lot
every
of-
national day, mo.
Yeah.
Every national day, we get like.
And the side of our king.
Yeah.
Like, you get very engrossed once you're here, you're working, you're studying and everything. But Tachi, like when we see that events going on back home, you feel like, damn, I should have been there.
Exactly.
And some type
Oh,
of
no, National Day, especially ever since we left, the National Day events have been,
Yeah.
One after another.
Yeah.
It was a big event each day. Like we never had mega events, mega shows. More, it all happened right after we reached here.
Yeah.
National Day,
And even
especially.
Ed Sheeran too.
Yeah, honestly, even Ed Sheeran. Like I really love Ed Sheeran, and I really wanted to go. He finished his show like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I have to Bhutan the this.
Yeah. It's great. Have you guys been to any concerts here?
Here has not made.
No, we went to the Rebellions concert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If,
And some Mongchen, Chogo, GT.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
especially
great.
the
Yeah.
Bhutanese ones we have been to, but not the
Every
international.
Bhutanese, we try to go to every Bhutanese event. Like,
yeah.
we support local artists, definitely.
I've
And
been
you've been
to
to-
Sonam Wangchen's event, I think.
Oh,
not
yeah.
the other one.
You've been to one.
Oh, I went to the Script concert recently.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It was
You guys
great.
didn't go?
No, because I had work that day.
Oh, no.
Did I have work that day?
You had any practical?
Practicals, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have skipped work, but not the
Yeah.
practicals.
Not
But-
worth the
Yeah.
risk. I didn't go to the script, but I went to a Hosier concert.
Oh, we wanted to go,
we wanted to
but
go,
honestly, we only knew 3 songs more. I knew 3 songs, much more, but I only knew 3
Yeah.
songs. To your TikTok, most of them.
Kinga, speaking of your practicals, what's the masters that you are pursuing here?
I am currently studying Masters of Midwifery. So yeah, so I'm going to be a midwife, hopefully.
Amazing. And you have
next
a
year.
bachelor's in,
Nursing
Amazing.
and midwifery, yeah.
and you have a bachelor's in nursing.
Nursing and midwifery, yes.
midwifery. You know, for the longest time, I was pronouncing it as midwifery.
I think it's pronounced midwifery
Both,
if you
oh,
are
yeah.
from the
Oh,
UK or
really?
something.
Yeah.
But Australia, nowadays,
It
mostly
makes
they say
no-
midwifery, yeah.
Then
I got this midwifery from my Australian lecturer back in nursing school.
Okay, I was thinking, because you know how sometimes you learn of a word, but then you only see it.
Yeah.
So you don't hear any. I was in 6th or 7th grade, and I remember saying something like "rendezvous," which is supposed to be rendezvous.
Yeah.
And I remember saying that. And the thing is, my teacher didn't even correct me. See, I was saying that for the whole year. And I remember my aunt Tshoki, she was like, "What did you just say?" Let's say rendezvous. Let's just and then
We
she was
usually
like,
have this a lot of
Honestly.
with a lot of words. Like
Yeah.
she said something and he's like, "What's that? What's that?"
yeah.
And I say something and you're like, "What did you just say?" And some
People
looked
here,
on you.
they pronounce
Oh.
it, especially Naimi, Australians, they pronounce everything so differently.
Yeah.
And we have to try to mimic them, miss.
I actually have a hard time understanding somebody when they have like the really thick Australian accent.
Yeah,
Because
true.
not only is it hard to understand, but then they also like speak really fast. So
True.
anyway, you
In
can't
the-
even remember.
I agree. I agree.
When are you knocking off, Lus? 넘치는 좋은 모습이지 아니세요? 말없이도 미세. 있나?
Alright guys, my next question is about how you guys went into social media, because Kinga was like doing most of that even before
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
met, I think, because I followed Kinga because we have like some mutuals
Yeah.
Yeah.
the two of us for the longest time. And then I think Kinga was like doing that for a bit. So then how did that decision to like fully go into social media come about?
The thing is, I always like making videos. Most of Himalaya, I used to have a guitar page just to post some guitar covers. Then I like making some like funny skits and stuff. I used to make videos with my roommates, Geyden Kinga, 11C. Anyways, yeah, I used to make all small skits and stuff, but I never like fully like committed to making like what do you say, making social media contents. But then she came along. She was doing YouTube. Fun fact, I was her 40th subscriber. I didn't even know it was her. Around me when she first started her channel, I think my friends and stuff, they shared her page, and just to show support, I just subscribed. I didn't even know it was her. We checked more. Like I was already subscribed, but when I first started texting her, I noticed that she had a channel. But then when I checked the channel, I was already subscribed. So then last time we did a extensive research on which subscriber I was like the 40th subscriber. Okay, back to the topic. So when I met her, she was doing YouTube. Then she started putting me in her videos. Then I was just putting guitar videos out, but then I started putting some videos of her and stuff, and I think people liked it. Then that's how it kept going.
Yeah, so nice. My next question, like in line with social media, is are there like any, because you guys like post a lot of content, right? And usually my FYP like brings me a lot of it. I think the first video that I saw of Geyden was one where you posted about Sonam, and I tagged one of my friends because she I knew she would like that particular video.
Everyone likes
so have there been like any other a memorable post or one particular post that you thought was like the breakthrough to what like contributed to you guys becoming viral?
I'm not sure about her, but for me, basically at that time, Dedrick and Thewang released a song Dochula. I just wanted to post something, and then I saw people, mostly foreigners, more people outside of Bhutan, doing those trends about like sending the money, and then they don't have money. There was a trend, but I'm sure you guys get it. So basically, I put a trend up for that, and then it got like maybe like 200k views.
Okay.
I think so. And then that's where people started seeing my page. Before that, I was only getting like 500-600 views. Basically, that was my average. So that was the breakthrough video. For her, which one do you think?
I'm not quite sure about the breakthrough video.
But yeah, she was averaging better views than me. Everything.
I think I started getting a lot of views after I posted Geyden, because people liked. It wasn't because I wanted to let people see us like on the video or something. It was just like appreciation for my boyfriend. I mean my husband.
Glad you corrected.
And when we see like couples like elder to us having the times of their lives and how romantic their life is, and ever since I posted Geyden, I think my views
somewhat
up. Went up.
Also, Kinga, I don't think like whenever you post about Geyden or whatever any success that you're having, I don't think anybody would perceive it as you trying to show off, because you're not like a person who is like that anyway. You know, like you don't come across as someone who's just trying to rub it in your rabbit faces or whatever.
No, I'm showing off. I'm showing off my wife.
I've always been a hopeless romantic, like with my partners. Or with everyone. Like if I have appreciation towards my friends, I do that as well. So I've always been.
Also, I think, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. Also, I think when it comes to the Bhutanese community, to me at least, in my social media FYP or whatever, you guys were the first couple content creators, especially young couple content creators. So no, that's what I think. That's why I think like it's like pretty popular among a certain demographic, especially the Gen Z and like younger millennials. So I'm assuming that's also like contributed to the factor. Like you said, we like watching people, you know, and then you like hoping that you also like find somebody like that, you know, especially not just a romantic bit, but also having somebody who understands you and who has your same sense of humor. I think that would be like a really, to me, I think that's what's like matters, like if you have the same sense of humor or not. My next question is social media. Have there been instances where you didn't want to share something on social media, but you felt the need to, because since you guys already share so much? Doesn't matter if it was a post or if it was on live.
I'm not sure because I literally post everything.
Yeah.
I post everything. I offend so many people. My recent post offended a lot of people, which I'm not gonna talk about.
I was going through the two of you's profile yesterday, and then I saw this latest post by Geyden that says gut health program.
I'm sorry.
Gut health program. Just go to the gym, bro. And then I remembered something else. So you remember how last month the Super Bowl was coming?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl was happening, and I was watching like Kendrick Lamar's performance or whatever. But then all of these ads, there were 3 ads back to back that was about like weight loss pills or whatever. And then because it's a live performance, I see comments from people that were like, "What weight loss pills? Just stop eating fatty." And I was like, and your post reminded me of that particular comment. And I was like telling my partner about it. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's because I told him about the gut health program thing a couple of weeks ago when I saw like blowing up on Instagram. TikTok, I was like, oh look, this is what's happening. People are losing like 37, 38 kgs. And then yesterday I saw that. And I was like, oh my god, look at this. And he's like, but he's right. And he was like, but he's right. Just go to the gym. Stop eating.
I didn't mean to offend anyone.
We'll probably eat this one out. We'll probably eat this one out. My next question is for Kinga.
Yeah.
Kinga, as a nurse back home, I'm not sure if you are practicing, but like after having studied that and like studying midwifery here, what do you do for work?
Work?
Yeah.
Guess. Guess what
Every
every
other
Bhutanese girl does.
Guess what? So I work as a carer in an aged care. So yeah, that's basically what I do. I just work like because I have classes throughout the week. I can't work that much, so I work like the weekends, and I only do one work.
Do you at some point hope to practice like nursing here in Australia?
Or I am studying midwifery, so
Yeah.
I will eventually switch to
that's
becoming a
nice.
midwife.
Yeah, because I actually know a couple of people who studied like healthcare, but they never made the switch from aged care or support work or whatever because they said that the hours and the pay was better. Also, never mind. My next question is, what's one fun fact about each other that your followers might not know, but you'd like them to know? So like, Geyden talk about Kinga, and Kinga you can think about like what Geyden has.
She's actually 149 centimeters.
No, I'm
not 150.
I'm 150.
I've mentioned it before.
I'm 150 centimeters.
No, she's 149.
For 11.
I will die by that word.
No, you cannot.
She's 149.
What's the fact that? I think it's a known fact that he talks a lot and he has no filters, and yeah, we do have friends who say like they like him because he has no filters. He says whatever he wants, and I think I like him for that as well. But also it gets him into trouble as well, like around all the things that's happening around. Because he has a very weird sense of humor, I'd say, which I get it, but
might not be palatable to a wider audience.
True, yeah.
So you guys know,
like it's a niche. There is a niche for his humor.
You have to like know your audience.
Yeah. True.
But then you might find that audience who knows, especially if it's on TikTok, because even if they're like hating, but then they might like leave after a while if they feel like this particular content creator doesn't really align with.
But I think our audiences are usually in the
kids.
Teenage
13,
demographic,
14 years.
13, 14, and the Gen Zs especially. So Kongi, I think they get the humor that he puts out, but especially the ones who are older to us and
Has there ever been a real life repercussion of saying something?
Nah.
Hopefully.
Or maybe they just haven't come to us and said to our face.
Not yet. All right. My next question is, if you could collaborate with any other creator, influencer, not just pertaining to the Bhutanese community, but like anybody else, do you have like dream content creators?
Kaiga?
Please don't say Mr. Beast.
I mean, there's a lot to think. Like who do you think?
I don't know. It keeps on changing every time I go through my For You page, actually.
What about locally, like inside Bhutan?
Inside Bhutan.
Not inside, basically, a Bhutanese creator you'd like to meet.
Who's that for you? I know it's going to be a very, I think, Nagi answer would be
Gotta think of it.
my answer would be a very common answer, I think, because I'd like to talk and meet with Tenzin Anche. She's like, yeah, she's very articulate, and I'm like admiring every time I watch her videos. I'm like admiring her, and every word that she says, and every word that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, oh yeah, I would have said that too. And I feel like that connection, that we are almost a similar person, but just different people, but similar at the same time. And so I like her. Yeah, yeah, true. And so then others, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, we watch anime now. Oh, what's her name? Ring-san.
Oh, we like Rin-san.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know her, but
our
she's
favorite.
Yeah, she's basically our favorite YouTuber at the
What did you say?
Ring-san.
Rin-san.
Okay. Is
There's
it?
this girl who studies in Bangkok.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
University Nala. And her videos.
Yep.
Her videos are top notch.
Pakai mo.
It's
We
like
watch every
get us
videos,
hooked,
yeah.
especially with a very. I think I might have undiagnosed ADHD or something because I can't watch videos that isn't engaging or anything. So I'm in the movie videos. I finish everything. Every videos of her I finish. We watch it together. Like, yeah. So she's that good. You should check her out.
Nice, definitely.
Mata.
Mata.
Oh, you should definitely check her out.
That's such a.
Maybe
But you know
Tonto?
what? My FYP is like so weird at this point because I've had this account since I was in like college, right? And your FYP after a while it just shows you what you might like. Usually, Bhutanese content sometimes people are talking about like, oh, do you see this is happening in the Bhutanese community? And I haven't seen it because my FYP keeps showing me what's happening in the US, and then it's just making me more and more angry. Like every day, more. So at this point, my FYP has become like really weird. It's just making me angry all the time.
Yeah,
I need to like. Also,
Refresh.
I told you guys earlier. I have this account that I usually have for just to like check what's happening in the Bhutanese community.
Yeah.
So out of watching, as soon as I log in, it's like completely Bhutanese content.
User 10034.
It's like something really, really ominous. So. Because I don't watch anime. I'm sure I think both of you watch a lot of anime and then like, with Japanese culture and whatever. But then I don't watch anime, so it's like really, really, it's about an anime topic so that nobody would ever like think that's mine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very smart.
My next question to you guys is, how do you handle vulnerability and then sharing personal moments or struggles with your followers? Have you ever had like said no to a content because you thought it might be like it was too personal to share? I think this is like pretty similar to what I asked.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
I think we always personally when we first started as a member, we just became content creators out of nowhere. We were just posting each other on our socials and became content creators for the people. And yeah, now I don't know, maybe we're just not out there with the things and bindigi mashe. But we try to vulnerable of the law, we try to be as authentic as possible. Like if we don't believe in something, we don't accept it. Like so yeah, we're just trying to be ourselves.
That was actually what was my next question. Like how do you maintain, I mean, you've already spoken about it a little bit, so maybe you can just elaborate on it more. How do you maintain authenticity, like your values especially, right? There are some things that both of you might not want to compromise on ever. So how do you balance or how do you maintain authenticity while making content, especially if it's a sponsored ad or especially if it's like, like in that particular format?
So just for some fun contents, that's what I do actually. I try to take it's a hack, guys. You guys are gonna learn something like that. Basically, I try to take contents from other creators outside outside of the Bhutanese community. They're doing some trends, but they're doing it in their way. It's their trend. But then I literally just take that trend and just put it into Bhutanese context. Yeah. So they're doing some dances, funny dance, something. We just put it into Bhutanese context. I think it becomes unique in our own way, even though we're just like trying to borrow the ideas from them. As for we just did a couple of sponsored videos, not much, because Nahija Lhaki ra Mikombe, so we tried to squeeze in few.
Yeah.
Well, when we did that, Anya, we tried everything. I think most people watch it if the video is funny. It's so we just try to put some comedy in it while trying to keep it precise, and we're always trying to target the younger audience, right?
Yeah.
I think they understand how we work, so
Yeah.
I think that goes well. Yeah, most of the time.
I think Geyden, you're like really into cars and gym, right?
Yes.
And Kinga,
Sure.
how do you try to participate in that so that it's not just him like
most
blabbing
supporting.
for hours,
yeah.
you know?
She actually takes the time to learn. Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah, sorry, my voice got so yeah, even before meeting Geyden, I always had a certain criteria. Yeah. Criteria for. I always say I manifested Geyden, and my friends. One of my friends said like, Geyden is everything you ever wanted, and yeah. So I always wanted a guy who had a hobby, like not just sits home and does nothing, and like. Even if I tell him to let's do something, it's like whatever. And so remember, I always wanted someone who had a hobby, be it like gaming or like I don't know, like playing the guitar or like going to the gym. But it worked in my favor that he goes to the gym and he plays the guitar. So yeah, so even like I try to like push him like do it, like you're good at it. I think he stopped for something.
Yeah, I stopped playing guitar.
For some time.
Yeah, I didn't play for more than a year. Like literally stopped. Not just stopped posting videos, but stopped playing. And then fun fact, she posted a video. That was like the second day of texting. She posted a guitar cover of, what was the song? Somewhere Only We Know. It was a very easy riff. That's what we call in guitar terms, a riff. It was a very easy song, and then she posted it with like heart eyes. I was like, oh shit, man, I can play that. So then I took out my guitar from the case. I dusted it off. I prayed it worked because I haven't played it for over a year. So I plugged it in. It worked. I just learned it in like 5 minutes. I sent it to her, and she was like, heart eyes.
Yeah,
That's so sweet.
That's how I started playing
and
guitar
also
again.
I come from a very supportive family.
Yes, I remember. I think your sister also joined you during that.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like, and me being me, I always had a lot of hobbies. Like it would change every single day, I'd say. But my family was always there to support me. Not just my parents, but also my aunts. Even if my parents didn't understand the hobby that I had at the moment, my aunties would be like telling my and like Pichu and some Pichu Khani and so yeah, I always had the supportive any ripple effects on me because you had a supportive family. You feel like you have to give that support to someone you love as well. So yeah, everything he does, I feel like I have to give it support, not because I don't feel obligated to, but I genuinely want to. So I like him going to the gym, and he tries to drag me into it as well, and I went for about a year but stopped because
after I changed jobs more because I work
because of our schedule.
Different
So yeah. And about the car thing, I don't know, I had a classmate, I know we're going very back, I had a classmate, and during S2.Ep3 the car, this Jodoma nga car our class was just, I think our S2.Ep3 garden was just like road ki talo. So gari jo say, oh, it's a WagonR or something. It's a Suzuki Swift and so long say. And because of that, it sparked an interest in me also. So I'm build but without limited cars and not even like so many brands. But now he would always talk with his friends about cars and stuff like that. But that side of the manufacturing and the brands that we didn't see in Bhutan, we came to know about it, and we learned a lot, and yeah, it's quite interesting to know about cars, and because he's interested in that one, so that's what it is.
That's financially not helping us though.
Not helping us, yeah.
Shout out to Tshoki. He's the one that got me into cars. First place, there's so many car meets in Bhutan. There's actually no sports car, rarely. So Nadi, they do like car meets weekly. He used to take us both Pajo, Hale away because Pana Thontobda, and when you go check it in real, it's completely different. It's like
Yeah.
everything. Remember that even if you're listening to songs of artists real when you're listening, it's completely different. So Patho, it sparked an interest. Then yes, we made a bad financial decision.
Do you guys like, since both of you are like very and semi interested in like cars, do you guys watch any of F1?
No.
She watches that today.
I think I only watched it because it was
There was an attractive
it
guy.
was, and it was coming on my For You page during the F1 season.
Okay.
Last time, the Monaco one. So, I wouldn't say I know much about F1, but recently we started watching the Fast and the Furious.
I think it's her. Recently, it's like 3 days ago. Like,
Yeah, 3 days
because
ago.
Netflix now suddenly they show the shows which are gonna leave, right? So then the Fast and the Furious series are gonna leave soon. So then they say they say leave soon, but then they leaving soon. So then they la mo tajingelo sigara mo each day na re. So first movie time tauda. Paul Walker on the Garitan Vision Tesno. Log lom the credit scenes me Nyojui. So Kimmy movie she explained all the stories more. Then we went on to the second movie.
Basically, yeah, we started a movie together and I ended alone.
And recently yesterday part 3 Tesno. So
Yeah, and
she's
also
watching it alone.
And also, I wanted to watch the movie because every time we go to the car meets, like he said, I love there would be this car, but I need to Paul Walker ki gari, I need koi buy me the but then I'm like, okay, but so yeah, seeing that in the movie and seeing that in real, like just makes you excited.
And I need her to be with me, but because sometimes I don't have friends to go with. Usually I have few friends, but most of the time so random. So I can like hold her hand, take her around. So it's fun that way to have your partner coming with you.
That's so
right.
Sure.
I'm actually surprised that you guys don't watch F1 because a lot of car enthusiasts I know are like really into F1. I was actually gonna recommend that because I think there's this F1 meet happening in Melbourne soon, and Lewis Hamilton is coming there. Not soon, it's like next year, February or
I
March.
think I've heard that.
And then me and my partner, we were like, we should go. Just for like, because we have like people we know there anyway. Why not make a trip out of it? So I was like gonna tell you guys that you should go as well. But then, never mind, I digress. Never mind, I digress. My next question to you guys is, just picking up on where we left off earlier. Kinga, do you have any of these hobbies or interests like parallel to Geyden's cars and gym and then music?
Sleeping. Yeah, literally, I sleep all day. And I just saw a post earlier, like I think it was a nurse or someone like choosing a career for a very, something in lines of like, I'm a very sleepy girl, but choosing nursing as a career and something like that. And I was like, yeah, that's me. I sleep a lot, I'd say. Yeah, back home I used to sleep a lot too, and I sleep a lot here. I started YouTube as a hobby when I was an extrovert. I'd say so. It was extrovert high school, extrovert Kinga's hobby, which is going down now because I have
work.
No, not just work, but I have become much more introverted than I was. So yeah, I don't think I do like vlog and stuff like that, but I just don't have the time to edit and post it out there like I used to. So for now, no hobbies for me.
We had a video last week. We made a lot of videos more, like edit Benny come to do like we just transfer it onto her iPad. Last the video, edit my video.
It's like edit pay, but I'm so tired at the end of the day,
By sleeping, sleeping.
But actually, I go to class 5 days a week, and I work
the other 2 days.
Other 2 days, so it's like I'm occupied throughout. So it like knocks me out for real.
We didn't go anywhere this time. New Year's, Majo.
No, we don't even go out. It's been a while.
Fireworks. Both of us were at the free mo. My job, my shift time, she was taking a different course, so she was free. We would go out every day.
I actually thought, Kinga, you were doing like masters in nursing.
Oh no, I wasn't. I came here to study masters of health administration, but health administration, it's like the administration of the side where it's not the clinical side, where you don't have to put your hands in. It's
Yeah.
like where you have to put your head in.
Yeah.
And I realized that I don't want to make use of my head. I would rather use my physical strength and all the things. I would rather use my legs and my hands too.
I actually had to leave a job here because they had this work from home option, and I was just never logging out of work. I was like, you know what? I'd rather like do a normal 9 to 5 with like a little less pay than like never ever log out of work.
Yeah.
So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because then you would rather like go there, get the job done, then you know, like keep worrying about. The thing about like office jobs here is it just never leaves you.
True.
Like even if you leave your office, you're like, oh my god, I need to get back to that email. Oh my god, I didn't like worry about, like take that into account.
Yeah.
But then smart decision, Kinga.
Yeah, and on top of that, being very honest, it's like the course I'm doing right now is much more like prospective in nature. Like in future, that it might give us something back.
PR.
Oh, so it is like under the PR.
I think so. Yeah.
That's nice, guys. That's so smart.
Because nursing and midwifery comes together, but here I realized that after coming here as well, they have different council for nursing and different council for midwifery.
Yeah.
So it's like two different careers sumbe, but they almost like goes together. But if you have a bachelor's in nursing, you can be a midwife as well.
Yeah.
And to say we don't have nursing counseling.
Yeah. Again, you said you went to Gedo, so your bachelor's was in accounting.
네.
I have no idea what Gedo is, by the way. So
Because BBA marketing. I took marketing. Yeah.
marketing. Do you ever plan on getting a master's here?
No. Maybe some certification in things I like, maybe personal training, something like that.
Oh, wow.
But other than that, nah.
Yeah, I always tell them to get because nowadays there are a lot of opportunities,
Exactly.
no? Like especially you don't always have to be in a career that where you have to do 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And nowadays, especially the ones who works physically gets more
True.
paid more than the ones up there sitting in the office or something like that. So I always tell him like, now he's that into cars and stuff like that. I tell him to like get a certification in something mechanical. What's the mechanical something and it's like physical. What's that called?
PT, personal training, something.
Personal trainer and some
I feel like they get paid. I think they get paid a lot as well.
Yeah,
I recently saw this ad and it said $64 per hour, and I was like,
it's hourly working.
It does.
Because Najim Jo, the trainer, so they give the anise, because training like week like for 2-3 sessions, 300 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just for that.
There are a lot of options. Just that we are not in that state at the moment because I'm studying and we are paying fees as an international student, which is like
crazy.
I just found out that it's like 10 times more than what the
Your
people here.
classmates are paying.
Because I'm the only Bhutanese in my class at the moment.
Yeah.
So I just like we had this conversation last time, and they pay around, let's say, being very honest, they pay around like $600 or $800 for the unit.
Yeah.
And for that same unit, I pay $4,800.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we are not in that stage yet. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
You need to like go back to manifesting a little bit harder.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, she brought me into manifesting. Like, I don't believe in that. After I met her, the manifesting, how it works, how it aligns, how things align.
And we're always manifesting, and we will keep on manifesting.
The universe loves you.
Loves us.
Oh, yep.
Loves you, everyone.
My next question, both of you, is if money wasn't an issue and there was no stealing, if you could own any car in the world, what would it be and why?
No, you need
to tell me.
I mean,
actually,
wait, both of you give me like each like what you would get, not like a family car or whatever.
Honestly, like I'm very happy with my car right now. Like it's something I wanted with the Himalaya. It's a WRX. It's a Subaru WRX. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there's the higher version called STI. I love that. But since you gave me the unlimited option, I think.
Why are you looking at me? It's your car.
I like the BMW M3 competition. It's a nice car. Yeah, more. Oh, she likes the Porsche GT3 RS.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Oh.
And I think I was like, because I'm a very petite, saying it myself, a petite girl. I was like, imagine myself getting into a very big car, no? Like, crazy bomb chita, chikuchibe, but so oh yeah, it's the truth. So if money wasn't a problem, I might get a G-Wagon. And like for a big car, SUV type, but for a smaller one, I might get a Porsche something.
Talking about Porsche, Kalu Rinpoche bought a Porsche taken.
Wow.
Did you see that? Did you see that video?
In Bhutan.
The first Porsche in Bhutan.
You're not on that FYP, no?
Oh, I see. It's the first Porsche in Bhutan.
Wow.
Bhutan road nadi. I can only imagine.
Dang.
I'm a big fan of Kalu Rinpoche.
Are you?
Yeah.
I think I saw a TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good, that's because he's a dancer.
Yeah, he goes to the gym. He's in top shape. He loves cars. So.
I've never heard his voice actually.
Oh, me neither. Mo.
No,
Never.
me neither.
I mean, I have like seen because the videos that you were making, like paying homage to through humor. Because I saw one of those as well. I was thinking, because I didn't think it was a Buddhist person. I was like, why is this like guy? Why does this guy have a username like this? And then I later find out that it was like a legit
Rinpoche, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I take my annoying thoughts back. Sins for me, not today.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Inside thoughts, eh?
Yeah, inside thoughts. Okay. My next question, guys, is because like so much is happening for both of you, right? Kinga, you're doing your master's in midwifery, Geyden's working, and in between all of this, Kinga has to go to sleep also. So how do you guys deal with a slump, especially a creativity slump, where you don't want to like go on the guitar, you don't want to like make any videos? How do you guys deal with it?
Honestly, when we were working here, timer I need like to play guitar. If I check back, I think I haven't posted a guitar video in maybe like 3-4 months because I'm usually working 10 hours. So I have to, if you calculate the
10 hours a day?
Yeah. So if you calculate the travel distance, it's like 12 hours. Then have to freshen up, go to the gym, the low home, that's like 3 hours the road. Then I get to see her. That's the thing. People think that I am with her always, I meet her always. But the thing is, I only see her when I'm like about to sleep. Yeah. Because by the time I reach home, it's like 8.
Schedules.
Yeah. So it's very hard to cramp in all the things. So if you guys see a video of us together on TikTok, that's the time we're spending quality time. Yeah. That's the only time. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Like we were about to make like an outfit check video, Chizoge, so like we got to hang out.
We are together,
Oh, okay. Oh, that must be hard.
How about you?
I'd say we are each other's motivation kind of. Like, especially for me, he is like always putting a video like edit chap then I'm like the laziest person you will ever meet if you get to know me more. So he's like video so people are waiting out there and there are people who are wanting to see your content and so yeah, I'm in the slump for the longest time now, and I just need to get that momentum back here.
When you, maybe during your break, when you finally have some time to like think, because sometimes classes and then there are other things happening, like life's happening. So it's like inevitable that you get into that kind of slump.
Yeah.
My next question, guys, is both of you have like a couple of tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like what do they, if you could like talk us through, what do they signify and what do they mean?
Firstly, I should have been having a full tattoo right now here, but it's because of the car. Basically, it's very hot here more in the summer, so during winter, that's the time you get the tattoos because you gotta keep it covered from sunlight, sweat, everything. The summer, there's no way I can wear long sleeves. So, okay, to get back, it's all anime tattoos more. So, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but this is an Attack on Titan tattoo. That's my favorite, and that's our favorite. You can show them yours.
I have the similar one.
It's a bit different, but it's the same theme, basically.
Theme.
Did you watch Attack on Titan?
I know
you
of
just
it.
she just said
she
she
mentioned
is
them
not
all,
like
that
in
she-
that
I know
anime
of it.
community.
Because I have a best friend who really likes anime, and then she talks to me about it. And like Kinga said, when you love someone, you try to like at least make room for to have that kind
Learning
of
their interests, learning their
Yeah.
interests.
So I know of it. I have read the synopsis.
Yeah.
I know some characters. I know which characters to root for. I also know about what is that? Gojo?
Oh.
Yeah. I know of him.
Yeah, everybody knows of him.
Yeah.
Every girl knows of him.
Yes, Kinga, you were saying something.
What?
Oh yeah, and
What the-
this is the Attack on Titan. We have the same one. This is actually a couple tattoo. That's the it's a Demon Slayer tattoo. There's not many love interest in Demon Slayer if you watch it. The only love interest is actually Obanai and Mitsuri. So we got Obanai's snake and Mitsuri's katana. She has it on her
I have it on
tricep.
mine.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, this one's the exact same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And this one is
same
a snowflake. It's also from Demon Slayer. It's Akaza's battle compass, his blood demon art, and he's my favorite Demon Slayer character. She has
No.
these wordings.
You have your first tattoo here, man.
Oh,
it's just it's
This is my first tattoo. It's a very important date. It's my birthday.
yeah. So it's his first. My first tattoo was I have
Oh,
a long one
Dema.
on my spine.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I
So-
remember
I don't know
seeing
if you
that,
can
yes.
see it. Maybe the top one. So it's basically thumb,
Yeah.
goddess Taragi any syllable, and below that it just says Om Tare Tu Tare Turi Soha because
it goes all the way down to your spine.
yeah, almost like
Lower
in the
back.
middle of not lower back, in the
I
middle
remember
of
seeing
the
a post or a video
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, I think.
So
yes.
it was my first tattoo because I always like I think I'd say I am someone who plans things ahead and like I was like my first tattoo was Tamchi Zoni or Om Tare Tu Tare Turi Sohara Zoni because I pray to Goddess Tara.
Yeah.
Sanmin Zoni stay. And the second one was my second tattoo was Analapku Zoni Sidewade. But I didn't know what to get then. But
Yeah.
I was just going through Pinterest and all the things and I found this Mitakpa. So I have this one, Mitakpa. It's in Drutsa. I think it's like a calligraphy thing. Drutsa, Tibetan calligraphy. So I got this Mitakpa here. And like I said, this is our favorite anime, Attack on Titan gi, and this is the
Demon Slayer.
Demon
couple.
Slayer that we got
okay.
similar. Like not similar, same tattoo that we got together.
And the Zonibere te iwatu mo.
And yeah, it's
There's so
autumn
many-
is here, winter is coming, so tattoos are calling
Tattoo
us
season
again.
is coming. Yeah, Anise.
Yeah.
But I'm saving this arm for a full sleeve.
I want to get something here. It's the most painful. I think the spine.
Spine is also
they
the-
said
yeah.
spine is also the most painful to get the tattoo with.
Do you have tattoos?
No.
Ani, but like women have
More.
pain resistance, mom. This is supposed to be the easiest part, man. Like the least painful area.
Oh, wow.
The more when she's
My
getting the
first
spine
I was just
tattoo,
gonna
like
ask you, like, completely off script, but does it hurt a lot? Or
yeah, it hurts a lot more. But more she was like,
Yeah, I got the like spine tattoo and this one I got it together. So like spine the first paper and it was on the spine. It just felt like vibration. And because the spine the supposedly the most
one of
painful
the
place
painful areas,
one of
yeah.
the painful place in East of the because I did that one first. I couldn't feel anything in here. And I didn't get So the second time I got this one, first needle you feel that the needle
Pinch.
pain, the needle pinch.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's like okay. But when he got his tattoo, I was like,
Yalla, boy, love shame.
that's But yeah,
I've always wanted to get one, especially when I was growing up.
This is your sign.
But then, yeah, this is probably my sign. But then I just haven't been able to like commit to it. And then I've always thought like you said, I always thought of what my first tattoo would be. I was thinking like a birthday, like in Roman numerals of my mom, my mom's birthday, because then it would be like more acceptable for me to go and get other things, and she wouldn't be like
yeah.
talking about why that was a bad
Yeah.
idea. But then I've also wanted like color my hair silver here, but I just haven't been able to like commit to anything between work and classes and like all of these
Yeah.
other co I usually sign up for. There's hardly any time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my sign to not like get a tattoo or to like not get my hair.
Nah, man, that's not a sign. That's a diversion.
All right. Okay, guys, we're ending. I mean, we are like coming to the end of our whole segment.
No.
Between this and that, let me ask you some other questions that I had. Oh, this one's for Geyden. Geyden, how did you get into like gym and the fitness industry?
Oh, this is a fun question. I was growing up. I was very skinny, like very very skinny. I was the guy that was tagged on the memes too. You guys know that, right? Yeah. So like during college, I have to start gym at one point. But then you feel insecure, right? When you're very skinny, like you don't want to step inside the gym where everyone is looking big. You're like the skinniest one. Dream di jada maybe mijo da to di maybe college thabe joni because me tsuga no steam joni la the TV tho banjum labbe. But then at one point ngai char chese bachu labbe, shout out to bachu. He's also skinny like me, but he's taller than me. And then I saw him going to I saw him at the gym say one day, college now. He was like, working out. Then I was like, khotom chu ngai honi labbe the next year z se. Then since that day I never stopped. It was the best decision. Yep. But the progress wasn't great at first. Honestly, college now not many good source of food, protein too. Then it went good. Nahebedi it went very good, but then the progress is declining because of work. You get fatigued.
Yeah.
Then I took her in also. The progress was skyrocketing. It's fun when you have a gym partner, right?
Yeah.
Especially your wife. Then that's how I got into it. But I think most people know that I actually do calisthenics. I'm not sure if you know what that is.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's bodyweight training basically, and that's my primary source of, not primary source, like primary workout, I think. Yeah, that's it.
That was such an abrupt end to what he was saying. I thought there was like more.
There's more coming here. I feel like I'm talking too much.
All right,
I gotta
guys. When I was like making questions for you because I already know of Kinga because social media, and you post a lot on social media about what's new with you, and then I see you guys on TikTok most of the time. I didn't have any questions. I couldn't think of any questions that I didn't know the answer to. And I was thinking, okay, but what would like somebody who is like tuning in to watch and then know more about you guys apart from just like what you post on social media? Just thinking. And then so the next question, like I told you, might dive a little bit or might like delve a little bit on the personal side. Since you guys are like have been dating for a while, already married, what's next? Have you guys ever thought about children?
No.
Never.
No. Double income, no kids.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's
Control.
nice.
And
I'm so happy
while
to hear
on that, I don't know, it might be controversial, but I always think that I always tell him as well, like having a kid is a very big responsibility.
True.
And also on top of that, I think that parents owe their kids everything.
Yeah.
The kids don't owe their parents anything, because it's the parent who brought that kid into this world, and the parent has to get everything, literally everything, and we are not in that stage right now. And even if we are, I think that we would want to do it for ourselves, like use that whatever double income, no kids money because
especially if you're somebody who's like ambitious and then likes to travel. I feel like that puts a huge damper on your plans.
Yeah.
You're like somebody, you know, like ruining your vibe.
Definitely.
They're like always I mean, they're lovely, but then
No.
yeah.
Other people's kids are nice.
Yeah, other people's kids are nice, and like catching well, I'm in this industry now that I'm catching other people's baby. I always tell, like, because now we are 25 and
I'm 24.
you know,
you're 24.
he's 25. He
Turned
turned 25
2 weeks ago now.
It's actually good that he didn't say I'm like 17 or something. He looks like the kind of person who would make a joke like that.
he does. You do know. So yeah, and the music do like, what's next? And especially like when you are studying to become a midwife, don't you ever want kids? And I always tell them I'm okay with catching other people's baby.
I am the kid.
I am the kid.
I am
that
the
too.
kid.
Yeah. I mean, you know how earlier we were talking about Geyden like having the kind of humor where you might like to know your audience, and then Kinga right now you said might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm the perfect audience to talk about something like this because I'm like completely anti-kids. To be honest, I'm also anti-marriage. That's like
Let's not talk about it.
another day conversation for when the cameras aren't rolling. Anyway, like I said, it's like really happy to know that. Can say without any doubts that you guys will go on to achieve more, bigger, better things. So excited to see that happen for you. And then my last question to you, we still have like a small mini game after this.
Oh, interesting.
Don't be
Ooh.
sad. This is not the end. But
Yay.
Exciting.
question to you guys is, for people who have like moved away from home recently, in the employment climate that's happening right now, do you have any advice for people who are thinking of making the move?
I think it's like I always tell ani TikTok life no more atara, like if you're someone who's young like us, recent graduate, someone who can pursue masters, and you have a de facto or a wife or a girlfriend, like someone now reliable to like source you for the first few months, then definitely because what you earn back home and what you earn here is completely different. Then the purpose of coming here is to work mapalera, so we have to like make sacrifices mapale. But if you're someone more who recently had kids, like kids who are like in few months old or like few years old, or like someone who like you have families you need to support physically from back home, then like there's no point coming here because now 자기 바득을 뭐 나에게 자기 바고에 침기 자기 바고에 aluro best like your mind is never at peace more. So yeah, I think that's the most common answers.
It's similar to him. Like I say this on our lives as well. Like if you are coming here because your parents sent you, please don't come labi because Chichara interests me, Chichara labi subse maung bachin. It's like you'll just be stressed mentally, physically. And we hear, because we are here, we hear stories like horror stories of people going through all the different things. So but back home we never knew that as well because all we see is the beach and the fireworks and like the car. But we do say that it's very hot here.
Realistically.
But realistically, but compared to others, like I mentioned earlier in the conversation, that we had it easy because we had the support person or people to support us in like the beginning days of
still to this day.
Still to this day,
It's funny say like I'd say it's fun here, but it's nice more. Everything's nice here. The facilities, the workplace, the Bhutanese community is nice here. I like meeting Bhutanese people more every day. Patsu joda, random choda, like gives you a sense of belongingness here. But then at the same time, it's hard here because of work. Now you came to work here, so you can't complain, namchina. Like that's the. I think I don't think anyone comes here for like not just share. When he say it's mostly because they want to earn. So come on,
we came here for that as well. With say like financial independence. Back home, I had just graduated and I was living with my parents, and he was living with his mom as well. But he was working. But even though he was working,
it's not the same.
But it's not.
To make.
No, definitely not. So it's
like
one of the reasons.
We can see the wealth differences more because even if we like recently like tetero chilip chunkule na demisuchika, we can like danda earn be like literally danda earn be, we can live the same lifestyle as them.
Same lifestyle basically.
Like I think an example, like everyone's carrying iPhones here in Bhutan. It's a big thing to more.
Exactly.
So like now everyone has that privilege of buying whatever you need.
And we were able to buy a car.
Like
a sports car.
In Bhutan, I think you'd have to take out lots of loans and stuff, working forever. But I think more financial independence. I think that's very
Take
nice.
The plunge. Is that what it boils to? Maybe. All right. Actually, we spoke to somebody else earlier today, and then he first went to Brisbane, but then he lived there for a couple of years, I think, and then he moved to Perth because Perth had like more Bhutanese people then. So he came here on 2017. And that was like so many years
almost 10
ago.
years. So 8 years.
So it makes sense why we would like want to show appreciation to the Bhutanese community here.
True.
So, all right, guys, let's quickly go on to the small game section. This one is titled "Who's Most Likely to."
Okay.
So you just like.
All
right, who is most likely to mishear, but still loudly sing the lyrics to a song?
Okay then.
Who's most likely to get blocked by a celebrity on Twitter? Who's most likely to own a unicorn onesie?
Me.
Which one?
Unicorn onesie.
What's it? Oh, I checked my handbag.
Me.
Who's most likely to buy scratch-off lottery tickets and think that they would most likely win?
If I land one bottle flip first try,
He's like always like, let's buy a lotto or something.
Okay, who's most likely to know every word to... Okay, this doesn't matter. Who's most likely... Okay, who's most likely to cry at animal adoption commercials?
Him, yeah.
Mr. Beast. Just love dude.
Who's most likely to not eat at all for the rest of the day because they are lazy to cook?
Yalla. That could be another full episode.
That's like not likely to. That's a fact.
Who's most likely to leave only a handful of cereal in the box and not throw out the box? Okay. Who's most likely to argue with a cat or a dog?
Geyden, I think.
Who's most likely to fake their birthday at a restaurant just for free cake? Who's most likely to scream during a horror movie?
Geyden.
Shindre
He was like screaming and all the people in the cinema was laughing.
Okay. Who's most likely to fake a foreign accent? Alright, this is the last one. Who is most likely to be afraid of clowns?
Clowns?
What do you mean? Okay,
cockroaches?
Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This was really, really fun. What a wonderful end to a already wonderful day. Wishing you guys more success. Like I told you, it's like a given. I'm sure that I'll see you guys go on to do better, bigger things. And then really, really rooting to see all of it and root for you guys throughout. And that is the end, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more episodes. We'll see you next episode with more stories of us. Okay.